Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of No Answers Yet. Were you
What?
flipping off the camera?
No, I wasn't.
Okay.
Don't
Just
do
wanna
those
make
kind
sure.
of things.
Yeah, I don't know if you noticed, but about 4 episodes back, yeah, we're going to share this with you at this point. We had a guest on the show. You could probably guess who. And if you notice a weird little fade in, is because she was actually actively flipping out the camera by accident. And then she just didn't tell anybody, so we left it in. And then we had to edit that.
Yeah.
So that was super fun. And now it's kind of become a running joke that Kiko does because
Not really.
super immature.
I was just wiping the sweat underneath my nose. So
It's okay, man. You're a child. So
thank you.
I'm Trey, one of your hosts, and
Kiko Fresh.
okay, Kiko Fresh. And then always we have English on the knobs, and a special guest
Special guest.
here on the show is Mason from Alabama.
Mason,
Hi,
say
y'all.
Oh,
I love that.
I love it.
that. Pandering. I love it. It's good. So Mason actually just moved up here. How many days would you say total you've been in the north?
Like, since I moved up here permanently,
And then also adding in the days that like you came to visit.
less than 20.
Wow.
Wow.
Welcome.
Welcome.
So we thought it would be fun to interview him. So he just moved up here like 3-4 days ago.
Yeah, I moved up here Saturday. So
Saturday.
Saturday.
It's crazy. If today's what's today?
Today's
Thursday.
Thursday.
Oh yeah, we're
Yeah.
actually releasing this tomorrow because we waited till the last second.
Yeah, we did.
We're usually a little better about it. Usually. So yeah, just like less than a week ago, which is awesome. I did this 4 years ago, basically the exact same move and transition. So we're going to talk about moving, which is a cool segue from our last week's discussion, which was travel.
Mm-hmm.
So, have you guys ever moved before?
Yes, I have.
Oh yeah, we talked about that briefly.
Yeah, it was a pretty big move for me. A lot of work I did. I was born out in California, so I moved back here when I was 2 months old. So I did a lot of preparing.
make sure you pack
That
those
was
big
a-
diapers.
Yeah.
I just want to say something real quick, and this is fully appreciative. That
Yeah.
was one of the most subtle jokes that you ever made.
Yeah.
That was really underplayed. I like that. I
Thank
like
you.
that a lot
Appreciate
because there was a full minute there. I was like, he's not even catching the joke here. He doesn't even get that he just implied that he's a baby. And he's like, okay, no, yeah, that's good.
Thank you.
So
Appreciate
good
it.
joke, man. That's awesome. So
Yeah.
you moved here at 2 months old.
Yeah, it was a
Big
new
trip,
experience for
big
me.
trip.
Different
trip.
bottles.
Different babies.
Yeah,
You know
different
what I mean?
babies.
East Coast babies.
Yeah.
So let's cut that before it gets weird. So did you ever move again, or did you that was it? You just moved
Nope.
to Massachusetts. That was it.
New England. Good old New England.
Hey, it was always Massachusetts.
New Hampshire. Used to live in New Hampshire.
Okay, cool. And then you were always in Mass.
Yeah, I was always in Mass up until I moved to New Hampshire.
Oh yeah, you just moved to.
Look
to
for
New
your
Hampshire.
die.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. And
That's me.
he's already a New Hampshire, right?
What?
New Hampshirean.
I'm a asshole always.
Okay.
While we're on the subject, Massachusetts, then.
It's a masshole.
Right, but that's the funny one. But what's the real one?
That
What do
is
you
the real
say?
one.
Who lives one? One of my favorite ones, while we're on the subject, and we're gonna veer off a bit,
Yeah, we
is
are.
people from Seattle or Seattleites.
I love it.
I do too. I think that's really cool.
Seattle lights.
That's actually what they're called. They're called Seattleites.
You should know that, Tyler, since you were just there 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
On your nice little getaway.
Yeah. When you bought,
I mean, I feel like I've
You made
heard
an
it before,
investment.
but,
Yeah.
you know.
An investment.
Which, by the way, that came in.
for wood.
and
What?
It's beautiful.
What did?
His,
It's not
his
wood, it's an
investment came
antler.
in.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. It's an antler.
Okay.
Wait. I'm sorry. let's rewind a little bit. So the thing that you paid an exorbitant amount of money for, which is, normal, you didn't even have when you told that story.
No, it was being shipped.
Yeah, I didn't know that. I thought he
I thought you had it too.
when he told us, but no.
You think?
So they could have just taken the antlers and run.
You think I'm gonna put that much money in a suitcase and bring it back and worry about it breaking?
I do that all the time.
Getting that thing shipped.
Speaking actually of putting things in a suitcase and worrying about them, Mason had a terrible situation happen on the way up here. Do you want to tell him?
Sure. TSA pretty much mugged me.
I love it.
I don't even have any other way of putting it.
It's a pretty good story so far.
Good old TSA.
Yeah.
Yeah. gotta
Except
love
for
it.
not at all.
Yeah. Not at all.
No, I mean I had a check bag and had my laptop and a game controller and screwdriver set. And I even had my hot plate.
I was
My,
gonna say,
my only
that's
means
my
of
favorite
cooking.
part, the hot plate.
My only means of cooking when I was coming up here, and yeah, none of that seemed to make it to final destination.
Yeah. Yikes. And you're in the middle of a police report at this moment, right?
Yeah, I'm trying to file a police report and making a claim with my renter's insurance and trying to get at least something out of it.
Yikes. I can't even imagine that.
It's terrible.
This is why I don't check things ever. Like to the point where it's almost ridiculous. I'll just carry on everything I own in this gigantic, bustling, like literally filled to the brim. It's like about to burst. And I'm like, this is fine.
You're one of those persons, huh?
One of those persons, yeah.
Yeah, people that oversized bags.
It's not oversized. That's what I was saying. It's the right measurements. It's just too big, like stuffed. You know, I'm fitting everything in it. Stop judging me.
Checking stuff is better. Then it's just out of
Exactly.
your way.
Checking sucks though, because they charge more, and then also you don't have your eyes on it at all times.
Yeah,
I'm
but
like
I don't
a
wanna-
little
I don't
I'm
wanna
like a
carry the
middle-aged
bag
woman
all
with
over
her
the
like
airport,
dog, and I'm just like I clutch things when people walk past me. Like I'm just like, this is my stuff.
I'll carry my electronics on. Everything else is in the bag. Usually.
Yeah, that's
It-
basically-
It depends how much I'm bringing. You know?
Yeah, well, that's what I mean. Like anything that I'm not worried about losing, like if I lose my entire wardrobe, you know, that really just sucks for everybody else. I'm fine.
Are you
So
though?
no, I mean I'll be cold.
Someone stole your Gucci slides, you'd probably be pretty mad. Right?
Yeah, but they'd look fresh, and that's really all that matters.
But they'd be looking fresh on your dime. Would
Also,
you
I feel like if
that?
I went to the airport in my Gucci slides, I'd be wearing them.
You know, maybe you're sleeping on the plane. Someone just might yank them off your feet.
I think you're like really underestimating how much I'm clutching things that are important to me.
You're like
Very
you're
materialistic.
a sleeping bear, maybe.
Not even really sleeping. Just very.
Jeez, oh
Very
God.
present.
That look was pretty scary. You just gave me.
Yeah, that's how it works.
Now,
Nobody
never
steals
mind.
from me.
I'm not gonna steal
People
your
steal from me
Gucci
all the time, actually.
slides.
Yeah, it sounds like a challenge. today.
People, I don't like you very much. I was telling this to Mason here is that before we were even recording, he was just staring me down in a way that made me uncomfortable. It's because he looks like he's plotting things. Just you can see the gears turning, and they're not good gears.
Tyler's like that though.
They're kind of just dark.
You never know what he's thinking about over there.
Mm.
Keeps you on his toes.
Been really getting into true crime stuff lately, and I
Yeah.
feel like
Maybe that can be our next episode.
is this your subtle way of saying move on?
Yeah,
Thanks,
maybe.
buddy. You're doing real subtle today. So Mason, back to you, the guest. Don't let us ramble, man.
Yeah, Mason.
Like, put your foot down.
yeah, man. Let us
We're
know.
we're obnoxious.
Let Trey know when he's out of hand.
Oh,
Hey,
wait.
Kiko, you're out of hand.
Hey, what?
And
What
that's
is going on
that's
here?
that Bama blood, son.
Wow!
We
Wow!
stick by each other.
Wow! Two
Means a lot.
people from Alabama just like, oh, we're from Alabama. We're so cool. Let's pick on Geeko.
That's actually what we
I
said.
mean, it's not very hard to do.
I like him a lot.
Oh, wow!
We should just replace Terry. We didn't even introduce Terry. Terry's here.
They can
So-
probably see that, Trey.
So Mason, what brings you here?
So I actually had a pretty bad turn of events down south where I ended up losing my job because I was looking for another job because I didn't like my current job, and I was given an offer letter and told I could put in my 2 weeks notice. And then on the very last day of my 2 weeks notice, they called me and told me they were pulling the job offer. So I was all of a sudden without a job. And it's not a very good situation to be in, but my friend Sean hooked me up with an IT job up here in Mass, and so decided to move halfway across the country with nothing but a backpack and a suitcase and just get started.
Attaboy. That sounds a lot like me, except for much less smart, because I don't know how to do IT at all. Like IT is so intimidating to me. Like it's such a smart thing to go into because
It is.
computers are the future. And so, like at one point, I think I was in high school, and I was like, I should go into computers. And I was like, I probably shouldn't actually, because I just said go into computers, which is not a sentence that people who know things about computers really say.
No, not at all,
So,
Trey.
Thanks.
That's okay though, man.
God, you're sassy tonight. That's awesome though, and that's a kind of a nice little ending to that story, because that sucks. I mean, like that would make me want to dump a whole state as well.
An entire state.
Yeah, just
Yeah,
like
just
I'm
cut it
done with
off.
Alabama
Okay.
just because of this one incident.
The
Yeah.
49, the 47 contiguous now.
Yeah, I like that. It's a deep joke. So I did something similar, except for my big event was the fact that Alabama was not cooling down it was staying dramatically hot, and I was like, yeah, I'm done with this. So I moved up here.
You don't like the 100% humidity,
No.
like 365 days a year?
It's like literally raining all the time, but it's not even rain. It's just in the air. You walk through it, and you're like, oh, it's a beautiful day. How you doing, Fish?
Tyler, you need to go down to Alabama, man.
No, you don't.
You just need to
Mason,
experience
is there anything to see down there?
the beaches.
The beaches are wonderful, actually.
Yeah, I mean the beaches are pretty.
I forget
good.
you live on the coast.
Yeah, I live
In
on
the
the
flyover
coast.
area, not much to see. I mean, the people. I miss the people, but not much to do.
People are beautiful down there. Very
You know,
sweet people.
you know what we did in my college town?
What?
This is not a joke. Okay, college town. It's been a college town since the 1800s or something. God, I should probably know when my alma mater was founded. What we did for fun was hang out at Walmart.
Nice.
Yeah,
There is interesting stuff at Walmart, so a lot of
yeah, but there's
interesting
also
people.
Walmarts
People,
everywhere.
very interesting people
Yeah.
at Walmart.
That's basically what we did. We would just go there and just
People watch?
see
Watch,
people.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like, it was kind of a small town-ish. I mean, it was a little smaller than Lowell, maybe about the same size as Lowell. Not too big. But
That's what you guys did for fun.
there's not much to do. Yeah, I mean,
Go
really.
Walmart?
I mean, that was my college experience. Like, yeah, college. Yeah, let's go out to the
Let's rage at Walmart.
to rager at Walmart.
Was it a supercenter Walmart?
Yes,
Oh,
it was.
okay.
It was
alright,
a very big
that's-
deal.
Then that's cool then.
And actually, I believe right after I graduated, they upgraded it or something. Oh no, I got hit by a hurricane or something.
Oh, that's a downgrade.
That was the other
then?
thing. That was the other thing. I remember
That's the
actually.
complete opposite.
It got upgraded by a storm. My cousin, his freshman year, I think his first week is when the storm hit and just destroyed, obliterated the only thing to do. And when I heard about it, I was like, that is genuinely tragic. Like a Walmart getting destroyed, nobody got hurt.
That's
But
good.
like any other place, a Walmart getting destroyed, it's like, okay, that's a thing that happened. That's crazy. Oh wow, you know. But it was like devastating. It was like, what do you do then?
Where do you guys buy your
What do you
groceries now?
do? I mean, there's other stores.
Oh,
you
are
just
there?
you don't go to Walmart to shop down there.
Yeah, you do.
No, you got to socialize. It's like the
It's like a club.
no, it's like a gathering.
Together.
You get together. And,
Hey guys, let's all gather at the local Walmart tonight in the bread aisle. Is that what you guys do? Was that what you did?
it's really condescending.
No, it
A
was
little-
usually like aisle 13.
a
you know,
little
where
on
beer
the
and wine
nose.
is.
Oh, that's
There
right.
it is.
See,
Yeah.
see, I know the aisle numbers so well. Actually, no, they doubled the aisle numbers, so now it's 26.
Oh.
Did you ever work there?
I actually did, yeah.
Oh,
I was gonna say. I was like, there's no way. The other day I went to Target and the guy was like, it's over here on aisle N13, and I was like, stop it. That's not real. And it is.
It is. And
So that's why I was like, you must have worked there. You have some inside knowledge there.
Man.
So that's awesome. So welcome to the North.
Yeah,
What
thank
is
you.
what would you say is the biggest culture shock?
I don't know. I mean, like the biggest thing that I'm actually struggling with right now is since I flew up here, I don't have a vehicle, and so I'm using public transit, and I'm getting a lot of good exercise in.
I was gonna say Chelmsford is not the most like connected publicly transitly.
There's some buses around here. Just Uber.
Some.
Yeah.
Lyft.
Uber. Take an Uber to work every single day.
Oh,
Just
yeah,
give
that's
your
cheap.
entire paycheck to Uber. Yeah, no, I feel that. Like when I moved up here, I moved in my little hatchback, and it was similar to you. I just brought as much as I could fit in the car and my cat, and we hightailed it up here. Didn't know a soul. Did you know anybody moving up here aside from Sean and?
No,
Kiko?
yeah, just Sean and Kiko.
Well, you're welcome because now you've met us,
Yeah.
Oh,
and he
thank you.
knows things about technology that I don't know. So you guys can talk about that.
The
Why'd you
InfoWebs.
say it like that?
Because I don't know what. I thought about going into computers once. It's a little known fact.
Did you just say that?
Yeah, that's a callback joke.
Oh, okay. So confused.
God.
Wait, did he just?
That's awesome. Okay, so one of the big tests that we have to test you on, since you're not really a local until you can pronounce everything correctly. So
Okay.
I feel like we should have prepared this, like
Yeah.
written
I
it
feel like
down.
you have to write it down because if you say it out
Uh-huh.
loud, then-
Yeah, you can't give it away. He can type it in, and we can put it up on the screen, right?
that's too much effort.
That is too much effort. So he's gonna write it down.
I'm
Is
terrible
that
at
right?
spelling.
Okay. Hey, thanks, man.
Wow, that's
It's the opposite of what I need.
we're doing fine things here in North
We
Jetta.
are. While we're doing this, actually, let's tell the story of the of our new pal, Sal.
Yeah,
That
Sal.
rhymed. That wasn't on purpose.
Sal's a little gecko I found.
That's disgusting.
Yeah, I killed the bug with that. didn't I?
That's a dead bug.
Wow. I was
And
telling
he's
a
just not
story.
even clean at all.
Telling the
That
story,
was
Trey.
weeks ago.
I'm reacting to this in my head. Go ahead.
Sal's a little gecko. Can't even.
That was wrong for a lot of reasons. Here's why.
And you're worrying that I can't pronounce things?
It's been a long day.
Just because I'm from the South doesn't mean I can't speak.
Sal is not a gecker,
Sal's a.
nor is he a
Okay, he's a lizard.
Gecko.
I'm just gonna say. I'm gonna go with lizard. It's a little cute.
No, lizard's a reptilian, and what he is a salamander, hence the name Sal, which is amphibious, like a frog.
All right. I just want to tell my story, please.
Yes, please do. He trapped it in a box with no holes.
He's okay. He's free now. He's a cute little
Is he?
gecko.
No, he's not yet.
You haven't even freed him.
Well, I
You were
did.
claiming to free him just now.
Yeah, he's
let me
free.
see him. Let me see him.
No.
Let me see him.
Shoot, I thought
Mason,
you guys.
first of
freed-
all, you're a wonderful
you,
accomplice. Nope.
You guys told me that you freed him.
No, we didn't.
Yeah, you
We never said
Literally
I thought you
had
did.
never. No, because I'm a big
Don't
advocate for
free
letting
him
go
in
right now.
here.
So here he is, right here, and this is the most air he's had all day because you're awful, negligent.
There's slits in the Tupperware.
Why don't we put you in a box and put some slits in there?
Please do. Please do.
I'm gonna free him.
No, do not free him on the
Why?
table because I don't want him in here.
He's a salamander.
I
He's
don't want a
innocent. He's a little
salamander.
cute guy. He's our
We'll
new
free him
mascot.
outside. He can meet friends outside. He can't meet any
I'm
friends.
putting him
here.
right here. If he chooses to leave, it's up to him. Let's put him right here.
Oh my God, Trey.
Okay. If you see him, grab for this. Revolt. You know,
This is
throw
just
like
bad.
some mobs or whatever. Tell your story about how you kidnapped this innocent creature.
I didn't kidnap him. I caught him. I didn't want him to be in the basement anymore. So, I wanted just to give him a better home, and now he's here.
So you leave me in the basement?
Better.
Oh my God.
This is a better home. We won't even let him out inside.
What?
I want him to have a better home here in this tiny little Tupperware. Don't let him on the table. That was you seconds ago.
Wow. I don't think I'm ever gonna hang out with two guys from the same state again because
shouldn't.
they just.
You probably
I don't know
shouldn't.
what it
This
is.
is what I do every week, guys.
What do you mean?
You're both from Massachusetts, and I have to hang out with you every week.
I'm from California.
Exhausting. You're not from there.
Yes, I am. I was born in
No,
California.
you're a carpetbagger from California. All right. Here's a very important question. How do you
You go,
how do you
Mason.
pronounce that? We're gonna put it up on screen right now. Hopefully.
Oyster.
Wow. Did you what? Do it again.
Oyster.
Oyster.
Oyster?
Oyster.
No, I didn't say oyster.
Sounded like you said oyster.
It does. It does.
What's the best part about this is that I have the opportunity really to make fun of you, even though I knew nothing about this. And here's my funny story: is I went to a party knowing that it wasn't pronounced how it looks, because it looks like it's pronounced Worcester, or at least partly like that. I went to a party as soon as I moved up here, and I was like, I know it's not Worcester, so clearly it's Worcester, and like it was like a record scratch, and everybody was like, no, like a dog. Because I just, made a terrible mistake. So, fun fact, it's Worcester.
It's Worcester.
Yeah. So you think like wuss, and then like also the R, you got to drop it off. Even if you don't usually have the New England accent, you have to drop off the R apparently. So it's a very subtle. It's Worcester.
Let's hear you say it.
Worcester.
Hey,
it's not bad,
we're
it's not
local.
bad.
Well done. All right, pass it back. Pass back the bug sheet.
Worcester.
I'm gonna actually just write them all at once so that we don't have to do this back and forth. So tell another story about what other animals do you contain?
Oh, only me. I don't catch animals, Trey. Okay,
Clearly.
I'm just a nice guy that tries to do good things.
All right. So I have another question.
Yes.
Not for you.
Oh, okay.
You're not the guest.
Self-entitled.
Right? God, this
Wow.
guy. Just because he's from California. What's your favorite thing about California?
Oh man, the beaches are beautiful.
Have you actually been back since?
No, I haven't.
So essentially, you've never been to California.
I guess so. Sure.
So what?
Who didn't shut that off?
Oh, thank you. Oh, it's him. That's not even my ringtone.
Whoopsies.
You remember the first episode when he hit this, and then the second episode when he hit this, and then the third episode when he hits this 3 times, because it's the third episode. It's topical.
Don't worry, guys. I took care of it now.
And then now on the 20th episode. By the way, 20.
Oh yeah, 20.
Yeah.
20 never felt so better.
Can we name that the episode? 20 never felt so better.
Let's do
Wow. Wow. All right, just let that linger.
it. All right, we got like 5 minutes left to this
No, we
episode.
don't. No, we don't. This is a. This is gonna. I'm gonna make. He has a game that he wants to watch on television, even though he's never heard of a DVR. So we're.
I like to watch things
stalling
live. Okay, I don't want to watch like.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go in there and watch it with him and talk the whole time.
Please
What
don't-
is football?
Please don't do that.
What? What's it down?
It's first
So
down.
so how many teams are in the NFL?
How many?
When do they play Oklahoma?
I like the blue team.
guys,
It's pretty.
it's
It's a
college.
pretty color.
you guys, man, unbelievable.
Oh, that's another thing. So college is the thing down there.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's all college football.
Right. It's all college football. Nobody cares about NFL. So, question to you is: do you have an NFL team yet? There is only one answer to this question.
So
I'm just reminding you, we
the-
have two New Englanders in the room.
no, I know. So the right answer is the Patriots.
There you go. Oh, that's the only
That's
answer.
the
right?
only answer.
That's all it means.
That's the only answer you need, my
Let's let
friend.
him finish, and I'll protect him if he says anything wrong.
Fine.
But the only team that I would actually have any real care about right now would be the Cleveland Browns
Interesting. Why?
why?
That is very random.
because my college team of choice is Oklahoma,
Right.
and they drafted Baker Mayfield.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So
That is a very loose
that's
connection.
literally the only ties I have to the NFL.
And that really goes to show you like how Southerners feel about NFL.
The loyalty.
Do not care about NFL.
No, they don't.
No, but the loyalty is very strong for college football.
No, definitely, no doubt about that.
I'm stepping on this.
Yeah, you.
What are some of the hard to pronounce things? I feel like this entire state's hard. Don't say them.
Well,
Just think them really loudly.
I can't say it.
Well, no, because you give it away. Do you
Why
know how
don't
this
we
works?
Why don't we just say it and then he can repeat after us?
But then
That's
the
better.
visualization of how it's spelled. Tyler gets it. Yeah. See?
yeah, I've
The
seen
whole
those
point is
YouTube
embarrassing
videos.
him.
Massachusetts people don't know how to spell.
It's very true. You guys do not like phonetically is not a word, do you?
You guys, unbelievable.
Use guys.
You guys, say
Oh, he's gonna do it. Thank God. Please, thank you. I write very slowly. Also, there's a bug on this. There's a bug on it. Like on it. All right. Mass hard to say cities. Wow, you guys are eloquent tonight. I love it. That's a good one. Yeah, that's the first one. Oh, that's a good one. Yeah, that's a good one. Number one. Can you see it?
No, I can't.
no, Mason can't see it.
When, by the way, he found Sal in the basement, and so he walked in with Sal in this
Oh my
prison, and walks right up to Mason and goes, "I found this guy moving." Like he's confronting him as if he like,
I imported.
yeah,
a
like he's like
salamander?
harboring.
I don't know if he snuck in your suitcase. You know, like
Harboring a
you know,
fugitive.
Man, I couldn't.
over
I couldn't
here.
even bring a laptop in my suitcase. How
That's
do you?
true.
How do you think I brought a
Maybe
salamander?
the TSA guys put that in instead. They replaced
He'll
the
never
salamander
notice.
with the laptop.
I
All
thought I had a computer, but I guess I had a salamander.
All right, let Mason read this.
All right, don't read the ad that is ridiculously large. Read the tiny little word.
Is that Quincy?
Okay,
Quincy.
that's what a normal person would say. Now, a New Englander would say Quincy,
Quincy.
as if it's a Z, because they don't
Quincy.
really talk right. Next up is I actually don't know this one.
I can't even see it.
Scituate. I'm gonna guess situate. That doesn't.
Well, I'm gonna go off of what Kiko was just trying to say.
Why did you cheat?
Situate.
Situate. It's situate. My name's Kiko. I give away all the answers. Oh, this one's good. I corrected my dad on this one, and if anybody knows my dad, nobody does.
I know you did.
Thanks.
Thanks.
He's real big into like roads and stuff like that. Shout out to Dad. And this is the crowning achievement in my life was correcting him on how to pronounce this one because he said it wrong once.
Lemonster.
Yes,
Lemonster.
very impressed. My dad came to visit me the first time he came up here, and he said, "I'm at a hotel in Leominster," and I was like,
Wait, what?
And I was like,
Where?
Father, it's Leominster,
It's Lemonster.
and I could feel it. It was palpable. I was like, oh, just it's a memory of mine. Moving on.
Moving on.
I don't know this one either.
Yeah, I don't even know where to begin with this one.
So
There's a lot of vowels in that one. I'm gonna guess Leicester.
Well, can I say it?
No. Just because you're from California doesn't give you the right.
Leicester?
Go ahead, Kiko.
What do you say?
He said Leicester.
Lancaster.
I mean, like,
What?
I'm not
There's
even,
not even an N.
Yeah, see, like, I'm not even trying to read them. I'm just trying to think of how you could screw them up at this point.
He's like
What? No, that says Leicester.
Lester.
It has the same pronunciation as the last name of former Red Sox pitcher John Lester. That's not Lancaster. There's no N in there.
I know I just said that.
You don't even know how to pronounce
What
the own
is
cities in
happening
your
right
own
now?
state?
It's Leicester. That makes sense to me.
I've actually never even heard of that one.
I haven't either. I've never seen that
You
one.
never heard of Lester?
Have you ever heard of Lancaster?
Yeah, I have.
Have you?
Yeah, I have.
How do you spell it?
I don't know.
Moving on. Oh, this one's good. This one's pretty easy though.
No, what? Needham?
Yeah,
Needham.
yeah. There's also Waltham, which people think is Waltham. It's Waltham.
Just gave it away. Good job.
I didn't think we were
What
gonna.
if that was coming up?
It's not on this list. I don't.
You didn't know that.
Yeah,
Pretty
you
sure
know
it's
that.
not a very good one.
It is.
Next up is we already did that one. Oh, I like this one. Number 7.
Gloucester?
They're very close actually.
Gloucester.
Gloucester.
Well-
The thing that annoys me about these Chesters is that there's Worcester, there's Gloucester, there's
Dorchester.
there's Leicester,
There's
and then there's
Dorchester.
Dorchester. Like what? What happened to Dorchester?
Dorchester. It's Dorchester.
But the fact that you don't even get it is you're a true New Englander.
I am.
He's over here going, "No, you idiot! It's Dorchester." And like
Dorchester.
that's the point. It shouldn't be because if
Why?
they were gonna follow that logic,
They didn't want to. Though.
Worcester,
Dorchester's
Gloucester.
another thing.
Leicester,
Leicester. I love how you say Leicester.
and then Dorchester.
Dorchester.
Why?
Dorchester's scary.
Stone it off. What's next?
Is that Reading?
Yep.
Pretty
Good job.
good. Redden.
Oh, that one's my favorite. I actually really like this one.
Billericay.
And that's why it's my favorite.
Billerica.
Actually, pretty much it. It's Bill Ricka.
But if you live in Billerica, people say Ricka.
That's what I just said.
What?
I said Bill Ricka.
No, Ricka. They just say
Oh, they
Ricka.
just call it Ricka?
Yeah, they
It's
call
just
it
a
Rick-
nickname.
Yeah, but it's like Ricka Kid. They're like, where you live?
Ricka Kid.
Kid.
I live in Ricka Kid.
Ricka Kid.
It's Rickett bad. And then last is
Well, it looks like Barnstable.
that's literally what those two words are together. But that's not it phonetically. Kiko, you
Barnstable?
want to take a crack at it? Just because it's got an N in there, that means you got to pronounce that. Remember, it's not Lancaster.
I'm not even gonna forget it. I'm done.
I don't know this one either.
I'm done.
I know Dunstable.
Dunstable, yeah.
What about you? You got this one?
Yeah, Tyler.
It's Barnstable.
It's Barnstable. It's the same as Dunstable.
Well, if you're gonna do it, the Boston accent. I don't got a Boston accent.
Just
Dunstable.
Yeah, you gotta,
Dunstable.
you don't have
Donks.
one either.
Nah, no.
You guys kind of
I
have
need
it.
Spencer.
Very little.
Spencer.
Spencer can force one.
Yeah, he can.
Yeah, my cousin.
There's a guy that we're doing renovation and stuff like that at my store, and this guy was on a ladder in the middle of my store the other day in the ceiling, and at one point he went down and he looked across the building at another guy and he said, "All right, guy, bring the other ladder," and I was like, that was good. Funny enough, you don't see it very often, or I've gotten used to it, and now I only really hear the Revere accent, like the Revere, like the Boston,
Revere.
Revere.
Revere Kid.
Yeah. I gotta go to Dunks, kid. Come on. Need my morning coffee.
Dunky Dunks. Catch Mark down there, Dunky Dunks.
You can't even make fun of your own. So,
Oh, man.
jeez.
That was a good episode.
Yes, that was. We're not done. This is very final. That was a good episode, guys.
Yes.
We're done because we're gonna go watch a football game. We don't watch football here in
I do.
New
Not
England.
on, not on any day but Saturday morning.
That's college football. I don't like college
I'm
football.
surprised you actually knew that. I thought you were gonna be like, why Saturday mornings?
No. God.
Yeah. So I feel like I had another question. We've gone over culture shock. We've gone over how to pronounce things.
Mm-hmm.
I think that means you're a local at this point. I mean, there's not much else to it.
No.
One of the things about it really that struck me when I came up here is the fact that there really isn't much of a culture shock. It's really not that different. The biggest things, and you'll probably notice this. I don't know that because you're on the coast, but the flyover rural area that I was in, the biggest difference is that everybody's still pretty religious, but it's Catholic instead of Protestant. So instead of the Baptist church everywhere, you got the, Catholics everywhere. And then people swear more here, like publicly. Whereas down there,
is
people
true.
are very reverent. Like you don't even say damn in public because there might be kids. And like up here, people are just like, if your kids are in public, you're gonna hear some things. All right, guy. And so like
Trial by fire.
right. And then the other thing is that it snows really. I mean, like that's about it. There's not much that's different.
Oh man, we never got snow.
No,
where I
it's
was.
adorable actually. No, I mean we didn't either. Come on. We got flurries that shut down the whole state.
I mean,
That's
like,
about it.
I don't even think we ever got like a 16th of an inch.
Man, you're a couple months away from having your life changed.
Yeah, I'm up here just in time for the winter.
It's gonna be really funny. In a couple months, you're gonna go downstairs and you're gonna see him and Sal, and he's gonna be like, "We're fine. It's just white stuff. It's fine. It's powder, basically. It's fine. It's just ice. It's just frozen water."
It's really cold out here. What's going on here?
My first winter sucks. Because like, here's the thing about snow is that your idea of snow right now, and I can bet this is the same as what mine was, is as an Alabamian, is that it's this magical thing, like Narnia or Wonderland. It's this wonderful. You go out there and you go, "Oh man, this is great," and that is how it happens the first time. And then about 5 seconds later, you go, "Oh, so it just stays here, it doesn't go away." Okay, and that's snow. And then sometimes it snows again, and it just builds. And then you're just, it's taller than you.
And then you see the piles in the mall parking lots for months to come. They don't go away.
There was the really bad winter of 2014 right before I moved up here. And it was bad because when I moved up here, all the winters were mild. So I would complain about the winter and people were like, "Shut up." And so like when I first moved up here, like it was right after that. And so I felt like a wuss. And but it was really bad. They were on the news and everything. And like they didn't get rid of the snow until May, wasn't it? I think it was May they finally shoveled the last bit into Boston Harbor. They were just
Yeah.
like, "Okay, let's get rid
At
of it."
that point, it wasn't even snow. It was nasty.
Oh, it's really gross after a couple
Yeah.
days. It's just brown slush.
yeah.
really
All the
nasty.
salt and all that crap.
First snow is always beautiful, though.
Yeah,
It is.
for about 5 seconds. Also, everybody forgets to drive every single time it snows.
Same thing with the rain, though.
It's true.
Yeah. If you do get a car up here, get 4-wheel. Trust me.
Yeah, I pretty much. I don't know. I'm gonna have to see what I can budget for, but
Just budget for 4 wheels.
I mean, I'm going.
That's your priority.
I'm going from like a truck that had rear wheel drive and no weight in the back, and it would fishtail in rain. So
Yeah, you don't want that.
Sounds
with the
like my
snow.
little hatchback.
Yeah, that's
Although that thing can truck sometimes when I'm late for work.
you late for work.
I'm
a
really
lot?
just shaving off the life on that thing. I'm sure I'm damaging that car.
I mean, my
Probably.
truck only had like 300,000 miles on it because you have to drive everywhere in Alabama. Everything's like
true.
30 minutes away.
Dude, that's my thing. When I moved up here, I was like, "Oops.
Oh,
Oh no."
hit the mics.
When I first moved up here, like I would always say that like I'm used to driving like 45 minutes to go to anything, and so like because our state is like 40 Massachusetts in a row, it's like the size of it, it's huge, and so up here though, people like driving more than 15 minutes, people are like, "Wow, that's a journey." It is kind of the traffic too.
You guys from Alabama.
Tell us about California.
It's, it's beautiful, man. Good beaches, palm trees.
What does the state flag look like?
It's got a bear on it.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. That's the only thing about California I know, which is why I was trying to catch you on.
Arnold Schwarzenegger used to be the governor. I'm the governor of California.
That's what I was waiting for. I was waiting for a really good impression to end it on.
Yeah.
All
it's
right.
good.
So, any wrapped up statements from any of you gentlemen or Arnold?
I'll be back.
Yes, we will. Mason, thank you for joining us.
Yeah, Mason. Thank
It
you
was
so
a
much.
pleasure.
Yeah.
And welcome. And seriously, I hope you settled in as well as I did. I love it up here. The only thing, like I said, I miss about the South is the people, and my friends. But
What about us? You know, like
I can
us?
miss people and like be happy.
Okay, that's fine. I respect that. Fair enough.
You're sassy and touchy tonight. It's just like a lot of emotions over here. We'll
Is
talk
this
about it.
what happens every time you miss your football game?
He becomes a little child. Like everything hurts my feelings. Oh,
Just leave Sal alone, okay?
I didn't even touch it. He literally
Okay.
just jumped, man.
Okay, well, good. Let's. All right.
Wow, what a cute little gecker.
It's called the. Never mind. I don't even want to say it. I'm done.
He is. All right, guys. We will see you next week. Thanks for joining us. Oh crap! Song of the week. Yikes.
Yeah.
Is
Great song.
Shut up. I like it. As always, they're making fun of it, and even Mason was like, "It's not my thing," which is super polite, which is how you know he's from there. The song is called "Beverly Blues" by I don't know how to pronounce it. It's Opia. It's Opia. I love it. It's like I've been having it on repeat all week. It came
Me
out.
too.
Shut up. It came out last Friday. And I like it a lot. So enjoy it.
Yeah.
And
Or don't.
Kiko, what's their gender?
What?
No, what gender?
oh yeah, you thought it was a woman.
What?
Opia. Didn't you already tell us the song of the week from Opia?
What?
We're making fun of you.
I know you are. I don't know why. I feel like you've already made fun of me enough.
It's easy and fun.
Mason called that so quickly. I mean, he's catching on, man. He's
Yeah,
already.
he's
I
a
mean,
smart guy.
He's gonna fit in well. Sorry about this. This is rambly, but we missed you. Don't laugh. I was serious.
I'm serious about you being serious about serious. We missed.
We should
these
end this
people.
now.
Yeah, we
Thanks
should.
for joining us. We will
Yeah.
see you next week. Do the thing.